Good morning and welcome to Sports Recap on Hills TV. It's so good to know you're here. Wonderful weekend we had when we saw actions in the UEFA Nations League took place, and of course Senegal and Brazil continued their dominance in winning games. These and lots more you get to know on the Pro Show. I am Richard Badung, and of course I'm not alone in the studio.
Alongside Richard Badung this morning is Aidan Ruben. Good morning and welcome to Sports Recap, an opportunity to let
We apologize for that breaking transmission. This is still Sports Recap on Hills TV. Once again, I'm Richard Badung, and with me in the studio is...
I am Aidan Ruben. Good morning and welcome.
All right, let's begin with some of the stories, making the rounds in the world of sports, as Nigeria Customs Service have actually emerged champions of the 2022 Nigeria Volleyball Premier League Women's category. Customs defeated NSCDC 3-0 in a three-round set of 25 to 23 points, 27 to 25 in the second round, while the third round had 25 to 21 points on the final day of the league on Sunday. The tournament was held at the Indoor Sports Hall of Akure Township Stadium, Ondo State, and it was all about the Nigeria Customs Service, doing, justice to what we see as a volleyball league in Nigeria. Exciting one for the Nigerian champions, the women category especially. What do we expect from other? What do we expect? In the coming days, from the league.
All right, talking about the league, the Customs Service, we saw the Customs team being victorious once again in the competition. They were able to dominate that particular league and get wins again over a very spirited side. And I expect to see more of that from the Customs side. All
right, let's take you away from that one. After a week delay, the Spanish Iberdrola finally, resumed, and it was smooth return for Nigeria's Falcons superstar, that's Asisat Oshoala. The skillful forward, who had been ruled out of action since July due to an injury she actually sustained in the first match of the 2022 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco against South Africa. Oshoala returned to the team's starting lineup on Sunday evening in their game against Villarreal. Oshoala, on return, scored the second goal of the game after Maria Leon netted the opening goal for the 20s for the for the away side. Quickly, Oshoala back to action, and she got that with her first goal this season.
Well, this is someone who's coming from the backdrop of being the top five, one of the highest goals, the best, one of the players that has gotten the female best for a 5-time record. And of course, she has been able to do that. So it's
all right.
Coming back.
All right, let's go on this break. On return, of course, we'll tell you more in the world of sports. Don't go anywhere. thanks for staying with us. And of course, it's still Sports Recap on Hughes TV. Thank you. And of course, let's continue with the stories we're actually going down with. It's another injury blow for the Super Eagles of Nigeria after Captain Troost Ekong has been ruled out of the game. Remember, Ahmed Musa, Wilfred Ndidi, and other players, including Samuel Chukwueze, will not be part of the game against Algeria tomorrow. But the game was played against the Team B side, and it was a 2-2 draw. And this time around, Troost Ekong is the man who will not be part of the team this time. What do you have to say about this quickly?
Well, a big blow to the coach Jose Peseiro side once again. They'll be missing a big name in the team. This is the assistant captain, and of course known for his defense, and a sad one that he will not be in action. Also another defender that will not be in action is Wilfred Ndidi. What happened to Troost Ekong?
Midfielder.
Yes, midfielder, defensive midfield.
Yes.
So I think it's a big blow to the coach, and of course he has to get in those replacements that will be able to occupy those spaces that have been made vacant.
All right, so we have the likes of Calvin Bassey, of course, in that team. And of course, we have Kenneth Omeru and other players. And maybe let's see who fits into the defensive line of the Super Eagles when they face Algeria tomorrow. Now, not the Team B, but the main team that will include the likes of Riyad Mahrez, that will include the likes of Slimani, the likes of Brahimi, and other players, even Bentaleb, all through that particular game. We'll now move away from, scenes from African local scene, and let's go straight to the world now.
Of course, in the world stage, we have boxing, where WBC holder Tyson Fury has set Anthony Joshua a deadline of Monday today to sign a contract for their hugely anticipated all-British showdown, or forget about showing him for the world heavyweight title. There have been protracted talks between the camps of the World Boxing Council champion Fury and Joshua, the former holder of the sport's 3 other major heavyweight titles. Only last week, the deal based upon a 60-40 split in Fury's favor was said to have been accepted by Joshua's management team.
All right, I think this coming from Fury shows that he wants this fight to go down any which way, or Joshua should back out. And 60-40, I think, is the bane is the bane of contention right now, the bone of contention. We had these two actually not getting this right. Fury wants a 60% cut, while Joshua get the 40% out of 100%. But some boxing analysts want to tell you that it is worth it because for now, Fury stands to be a bigger name compared to Joshua in the world of boxing. Remember, he went out of retirement just to get back, and Joshua didn't make this request. He made the request at the same time. And of course, a lot of people will want to go for Fury winning the fight against Joshua. The odds favor the Brits more than the other British man, that's Anthony Joshua this time. Remember, he has 2 defeats to his name, all to Alexander Usyk. While for the Bronze Bomber, he has actually been outstanding, defeating, for the Gypsy King, talking about Tyson Fury, defeating the Bronze Bomber, that's Deontay Wilder, on 2 different occasions in their trilogy fights. I think this is just one big one again for him, Tyson Fury. And of course, for the rating being WBC champion, it stands to be, the best boxer now. So everyone will say the odds actually goes up on him, but for the Joshua fans, they feel a 50-50% cut would have been better, and maybe that's what Joshua is considering at the moment.
Of course, away from boxing now to cricket, where Pakistan has edged past England by 3 runs in a thrilling encounter in Karachi to level their 2020 series at 2-2. Chasing 167, Liam Dawson put England on course for victory after smashing 24 runs of the 18th over to leave the Tourists needing 9 runs from 12 balls. Although an absorbing match swung Pakistan's way the following over when Haris Rauf took 2 wickets in 2 deliveries to leave England 9 down with 4 runs still required.
Well, I think Pakistan actually showing England when it comes to this game definitely they're still ahead. Though we saw the English side being much better compared to what we've seen in previous games. But I think the English side might come back, but the Pakistanis still have that edge over them in cricket.
Of course, away from that particular story now to another recent one where Francis Tiafoe has led Team World to their first Lava Cup title as the American seed 4 match points in a dramatic victory over Stefanos Tsitsipas that denied Roger Federer a farewell trophy on Sunday. Tiafoe staged a superb comeback to win 1-6, 7-6 in the match of the tournament at London's O2 Arena. That was enough to give John McRoy's team won a 13-8 overall margin of victory with a match to spare. And of course, while Federer had hoped to mark the end of his career by lifting the trophy in a tournament he helped create, the Swiss legend was left to salute Phil and the rest of the team all scored.
Right, it was a good one there. We'll now move away quickly. Wales actually have been relegated off, and of course Poland qualified instead in a 1-0 win, of course, against Wales yesterday, as Robert Lewandowski proved himself to be the main man to see in that game. And of course it will be a very disappointing one for Wales, despite the recall of Gareth Bale, the captain of the side in that particular one. Poland had a victory. While on the other side, still talking about the UEFA Nations League, it was a day for Virgil van Dijk and of course Netherlands, as the Liverpool's man or the Liverpool player headed in the game, the win in the second half, as Netherlands ran out winners Belgium to secure a place in the next summer's UEFA Nations League finals. A great one. The defender was on target in the 73rd minute for his side at the Johan Cruyff Arena on Sunday. In the reverse fixture, the Dutch had also defeated the Belgians 4-1 and needed to make certain of their progress with a victory on Sunday. Later tonight, Germany will take on England, as England lost their last game to Italy by 1-0.
Of course, that's the much we can take on today's episode of Sports Recap on Hughes TV. We trust you had a wonderful time taking you all the sports stories. Till we come your way next time, I still remain Aidan Luben.
Richard Badong is my name. Thank you for watching.